we profiled a bit of the work of street doctors in our Love London Sunday back in March. For those of us who weren't there for that, can you tell us a bit about what you do?
So street doctors, the idea behind street doctors started about 6 years ago with a group of Liverpool medical students, and they were teaching first aid to a group of young people. And what they realized is that every single one of these young people had seen someone that had been either stabbed or shot. And when they did a bit of research, we realized that violence is the third leading cause of death in young people. And many of these young people are dying because the people around them don't know what to do. They panic, don't call for help, or deliver basic first aid. We realized that if we could deliver these young people with some key skills and the confidence to use them, then we could potentially save some lives. So we're a charity, a group of medical students across the country who work with local youth offending teams, community centers, to kind of access these high-risk group of young people and give them some key skills.
That's amazing. It seems like Street Doctors is quite an expanding organization at the moment, which is great. Can you talk to us about some of the hopes and dreams that you have for the organization over the next 5 to 10 years?
So one of the big dreams that we have at the moment is actually we're developing a peer teaching model. So at the moment we have a very short to kind of hour-long sessions with our young people. But what we find is that many of these young people, they're very intelligent, they're very interested, and they show a natural aptitude for the things that we're teaching them. And what we'd like to do is work with these people and give them more training to be able to teach first aid to other young people, to eventually get them accredited qualifications and send them forward into further education and hopefully jobs. So that's our big exciting comeuppance. The kind of challenge we have is at the moment for every one person that's involved in a violent incident and gets convicted and goes through the youth offending service, there's probably 6 or 7 that were involved, but that we're not accessing at the moment. So we're trying to find more partners and more local community projects and different ways of accessing this high-risk group of young people within the community.
So you had a stall out in the foyer with a doll where people could do the kiss of life on it. How did that go? Did anybody manage it correctly?
So actually, no one did the kiss of life. We don't do the kiss of life anymore. Oh. No, yeah. You don't have to do that anymore.
Not a first aider.
But if you want to, Annie is very accommodating, I'm sure. But we did have a couple of people come over and do some first aid, do some chest compressions. Actually, I forgot to tell them to call an ambulance. I was like,
call an ambulance, guys.
Do call the ambulance, guys.
How can people find out more?
So come and see one of us at the end. So we've got me and Johnny here who are volunteers, or visit our website, which is www.streetdoctors.org.